Hi, I'm Chelsea from Bezla. Hotel lenders have a limited pool of capital with which to invest, and consequently strive to originate loans with the anticipated highest return and lowest risk. Traditional on-balance sheet lenders, commercial banks that hold and service originated loans, typically maintain commercial real estate (CRE) loans at roughly 15% of the total loan portfolio. The CRE loan portfolio typically only allocates 10% for hotel loans. In other words, a commercial bank with $100 billion in loans would have a CRE loan portfolio of roughly $15 billion, of which approximately $1.5 billion would be hotel loans. Similarly, off-balance sheet CRE lenders, conduit lenders that pool loans into commercial mortgage-backed securities, CMBS, typically limit hotel loans to no more than 15% of any CMBS pool. Clearly, most lenders shy away from concentrated lending to hotels. In general, most lenders view hotels as relatively high-risk loans compared with alternative CRE loans, for example, apartments, office, retail, and industrial buildings, for the following reasons: limited contractual rental period, large inventory or turnover, instability of average rate, market dynamics, operating business versus real estate investment, industry history, construction costs, or development time for new hotels. Limited contractual rental period. Unlike office, industrial, and retail uses, where tenants typically sign leases for periods of 3 to 15 years, hotel leases are effectively limited to the guest's length of stay, on average 2 to 3 days. Large inventory or turnover. Office, industrial, and retail uses typically rent large blocks of space. While the size of the rental spaces can vary, such in most hotels is limited to roughly 300 square feet of each guest room. Compounding the relatively small size of the rental space is the fact that the entire guest room inventory must be continuously rented and re-rented. Alternative CRE investments typically have lease expirations that are ideally managed by the landlord to occur on a staggered basis, with no more than 25% of the building's leases rolling over annually. Instability of average rate. Apartment, office, industrial, and retail tenants are contractually obligated to pay specific rents over the lease term. While the chance for default on such leases exists, usually tenants are required to offer some form of security deposit, which landlords can use in the event of default to maintain cash flow while the space is released. Hotels' rental rates often fluctuate widely and quickly based on changes in the volume of demand. Market dynamics. External market dynamics directly influence the occupancy and average rate of hotels to a greater degree than alternative commercial real estate uses. Market variables include normal seasonality, economic factors such as a recession, new supply, and/or new demand generators, or atypical market events such as the Olympics or the Super Bowl. Moreover, positive and negative market variables influencing local hotel supply and demand are often endemic to particular markets and not necessarily germane on a regional or national basis. Operating business versus real estate investment. A hotel, particularly a full-service hotel, is a complex business whose level of success is directly tied to the real estate upon which it is built and the means by which it is managed. In addition to the aforementioned business concerns of inventory, occupancy, average rate, and market factors, lenders must consider the property's management, franchise, staffing, level as well as union versus non-union, and physical condition. In contrast, office, industrial, and retail uses are relatively laissez-faire investments with minimal management and staffing required. Moreover, alternative commercial real estate uses typically have a higher bottom line than full-service hotels. For example, a stabilized office building could show a bottom line of 50% or more of gross revenue versus 25% for a well-managed, stabilized, full-service hotel. Consequently, hotels are considerably more complex real estate uses than alternative uses. The business complexity and inherent variables therein are often not adequately understood by lending institutions and, as a result, hotels are avoided by many lenders for financing opportunities. Industry history. In the early 1990s, lending institutions were plagued with an abundance of defaulted hotel loans. While many commercial real estate loans defaulted during that time period, hotel loans made up a disproportionate amount of the losses and generally took longer to work out. The fact that the hotel industry was the last real estate industry to recover increased the stigma against hotel financing. Lending institutions have memories longer than elephants. Construction costs and development time. With regard to new hotel construction loans, full-service hotel construction takes significantly longer and costs more per square foot than alternative real estate uses. Consequently, the amount of debt is often higher. This, coupled with a longer construction period, roughly 2 years for a new downtown full-service hotel, creates a period when debt is being accrued with no compensating cash flow to service it, and with market dynamics potentially changing radically during the construction period prior to opening. The inherent inability of a developer to pre-lease a hotel like an office building creates speculative development risk. If Bezla could be a service for your hotel marketing, call us at 888-999-8086 or visit us at bezla.com.